Hey Aquarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are actually doing the monthly readings. So looking ahead at July and what is on the cards for you. We are going to be doing a what I like to call a 3 by 3 spread this month. Looking at the month of July, of course, we are going to be looking at the important energy for the month. We also will look at career and finances as well as love. And then the other three, each of those, we will look at an overview, a challenge, and then the advice for you for those as well. So we will be doing that with the green glyphs lenormand. I do have a bit of an overview deck here to get you a. I feel like calling them self-confidence messages or something, but we do have the Shine from the Inside Oracle deck there, and I do have a clarifying deck today. I'm using the Boji Blog Lenormand as well. All right, but make sure you do subscribe to the channel. I do really appreciate that. Leave me a comment. Let me know if there's any specific topics you want to look into. What if it resonated with you or not. Of course, it is a collective message, so take what you need and leave the rest. But Aquarius, messages for Aquarius. Aquarius's energy in July 2025. July 2025. Halfway through the year, guys. We've just had the solstice. Keep your thoughts positive in July. So needing to be very conscious of keeping your thoughts positive and not allowing yourself to spiral down rabbit holes of self-negativity. Aquarius, I will just draw your 9-card spread and we'll go from there. Okay, Aquarius, July messages for Aquarius, starting off with important energy for Aquarius in July. Overview, challenge, and advice. Career and finances for Aquarius in July. Overview, challenge, and advice. And love messages for Aquarius in July, please. Once again, overview, challenge, and advice. Okay. I just feel it important to show you the hidden energy on the bottom of the deck. We have the heart coming through as well here. So once again, it's keeping your thoughts positive, keeping your thoughts focused on love, not just romantic love, but keeping your thoughts focused on feelings of love for everyone and everything around you, including yourself, Aquarius. That, love overcomes fear. And the more that you're coming from a space of love within yourself, the more love of, from yourself that you're sharing with the world, the better everything else is going to work out for you this month. It is that positive love kind of energy. For some of you, needing to focus a little bit on your heart chakra at the moment as well. So, doing heart chakra based meditations would be really great for you this month as well. Okay, but the important energy we have for you for July, I am getting a relatively specific message coming through. We do have the overview, we have the clover. Okay, so we do see that the most important things happening for you this month are to do with risk and investments and taking chances, taking risks. Okay, trying to find your fortune, Aquarius. It does have a specific, very pretty straightforward, specific message here, because the challenge we see is the Gemini card here, the fish, which is all about finances and abundance and wealth. Okay, so as the overview here, we're seeing the overview focusing on, risks and chances being taken, investments, how to invest. What should I invest in? Should I jump in the deep end here? Should I take that chance? Should I take a risk? Should I invest in this or that? The challenge being money. So for a lot of you here, you're feeling very challenged by money. And your advice is the anchor. So your advice is to stay put. Stay put. So it's kind of pretty straightforward here. Don't jump in the deep end. Don't invest all your money into crypto. Don't take that chance to put it all on red. It's not supported for you this month, okay? So, the challenge is money. So it may be a difficult month when it comes to money for you, but it's not so much that it's the money that's the problem. It's the feelings of abundance and wealth around money that I'm just feeling like I need to work out a way to increase my wealth. I need to work out a way to, be more abundant, to have more money. Maybe I should invest into this, or maybe I should put it all on red because I'm trying to, be abundant but you're being very challenged this month by abundance and wealth. So it is very unadvised to do that. Your advice is to stay put, to depend on what you've got already. You can depend on that. Don't risk it all for something that may not work out for you. All right. So it's kind of stay put. Depend on, you can rely on what you've already got. Don't take unnecessary risks, or don't invest unnecessarily this month, especially impulsive risks or impulsive decisions around money. Stay put. Steer clear. Okay. Very straightforward message there. We do have the career messages, career and financial messages. Even though your important energy this month was based around finances, your career and financial messages do actually seem based more around work and career. The overview we have is the snake. So I do feel as though there may be some Scorpio energy influencing your career stuff at the moment. I do feel for a lot of you, it's actually talking about the overview of your career at the moment has got to do with stuff that's happening in Scorpio season. So it hasn't even happened yet. It's kind of like, well, we've got to get this project finished by October, November. October, November is the Scorpio timeframe. So it does feel as though, you're building up to something with your career, your work. Something is going to happen at the end of the year. And right now you're building up to that. And that's what July is all about, is building up to something that is not going to have, more clarity until the end of the year. It's kind of showing us that whatever's going on in your work right here, right now, this month, it is going to have an impact on your work career, 4-5 months from now. Pardon. The snake card it's a very interesting energy because it can talk about, burning hot passion. It can talk about, being tempted to follow those passions and throw your all into passionate endeavor. For some of you, it could even talk about a physical little fling happening at work, or the temptation to have a fling. But once again, ramifications occurring later in the year from this energy in July. So be very careful of that as well here, Aquarius. We also have, it's also a bit of a, snakes are sneaky and slimy, they slither and find their way around things that you never would have thought they would find their way around things. It is the card of, deception and betrayal, but it doesn't really feel like deception and betrayal per se. It feels more like self-deception or delusion or an illusion that's being created. Like someone's kind of, it does feel like it's kind of an external delusion, an external illusion. For some of you, it's going to be connected to that money thing as well. Someone through work, career stuff. It's like that short little fling. It's like, put your money into this with me, and we're it's gonna pay off, and come October, November, it's gonna be, this and this and this, and they're creating this really grand illusion of how amazing things could be, but they're not telling you the truth of the risks that are involved with this. That that grand illusion that they're selling you, that's maybe only a small percent chance of that happening. The other 90% chance or 95% chance is that this is going to crash and burn, and it's going to result in a loss. And so whether it doesn't necessarily mean investing money either. It could be investing your time, your energy into your project that is going to crash and burn. So it's got to do though with somebody creating this grand illusion of how amazing this is going to be. But no, you yourself, like your advice here is the birds, okay? So the birds is conversations, needing to, because I feel like here with this illusion, someone's sort of saying to you, don't tell anyone about this, where your advice is to tell people, to talk about it, and uncover how much of this is a rumor, how much of this is gossip or chatter. It's all just talk, is what I'm kind of getting here. That your advice is to really get to the bottom of, is it just talk? This person is creating some sort of grand illusion. It's all just talk. I do just automatically kind of feel here that for a lot of you, it's just talk, that it's not actually reality. There's not really a concept of reality around this, especially with the challenge here being the fox. So you're being challenged to actually, do what you need to do, say what you need to say, to stand on your own 2 feet and only care about yourself. You're kind of being shown this illusion where you're because the challenge is this fox energy to be very smart and intelligent, and this illusion is trying to steer you away from that. And it's kind of trying to get you into somebody else's, putting all your time and energy into something else around you, not into yourself. So the challenge is to, be a bit selfish, not going to lie. Your challenge is to see through somebody else's selfishness. Are they just saying what needs to be said? Are they just saying whatever sounds good to get you on board? This sometimes is like the car salesman, okay, where they'll tell you, look at this amazing car, it's going to be perfect for you, da da da. But they don't tell you about the clunking noise, that, they don't tell you about the fact that you get 5 miles down the road and it blows up. They're telling you what they need to tell you in order to sell the car. This person is telling you what they need to tell you in order to sell you this illusion. Okay, so that's your challenge, is to actually see through this person's craftiness. They're being very crafty with the way that they're approaching you this month. And that's why, your advice is to talk. Have the conversations. Maybe even seek professional advice about, is this legit? Does this actually have potential? Talk. I'm just going to clarify that advice and see if we can get any extra advice for you there, because it just does feel a little bit like somebody trying to sell you this, some snake oil salesperson selling you the dream, and it's really hard to break out of it this month. I feel really hard to see through that illusion. Clarify the birds as advice in career for Aquarius, please. We have the clouds and the snake. Clouds and then the snake. So you need to think about potential betrayal. You need to think about potential deception. You need to think about, what if this is all just an illusion? You need to think about this very logically and rationally. Look into this as much as you can. For some of you here, I am still picking up on a quick little fling that is going to come back and bite you in the butt. You know, if you're gonna step on the wrong snake and it's gonna bite you and put its venom into you. So be careful. You need to really think things through very, very clearly this month, and talk it out as much as you can. Not only with yourself, you need to really be very logical, rational, go through all the contracts, go through all the paperwork, you know, overthink it a little bit, to be honest. Overthink how many ways can this be an illusion, and I really need to make sure I can, you know, get through to, you know, because it feels like this illusion is being created a little bit through confusion, so that it's like they know that you don't understand XYZ, so, you know, or how that works, so they're really pushing on that. Oh, trust me, you know. um, you need to be able to see through this snake. You need to be able to really think carefully about who's really benefiting here. Is this person doing what they need to do for their own survival? Or are they really, really caring about me and what I might gain as much as they say they are? I kind of feel as though, no, what have they actually got to gain here? You know, look through and sort of see, how does this benefit them if I get on board? How does this benefit them? Really, really think about it from as many different perspectives as possible. Really, really thinking, you know, being very clear with the way that you're thinking about this, and thinking about this from as many different perspectives as possible. Okay. So just be very careful this month with your money and your time and your energy around money and money related things. It's a bit rough for you this month, Aquarius, not going to lie. And unfortunately, love doesn't seem to be much different. It's a bit of a month for you this month. It's very needing to educate yourself as much as possible on every little thing this month. Soak up knowledge this month. You know, keep your thoughts positive and pure this month, and keep yourself at the forefront of, hang on, well, what if I don't know the answer to something? Maybe I should learn it. Because your overview for love, we have the books. Okay, so it's like there's a mystery with love for you this month. It's an unknown element for love this month. A little bit unpredictable, a little bit could be a plot twist at any given moment. Could be a new character entering your love life this month. There's a bit of mystery, unknown energy, definitely. Needing to learn a little bit more about people that you're dealing with. Educate yourself as much as possible this month about the people that you're dealing with. You know, doing your research, fact checking people. You know, if someone tells you, I'm a Nigerian prince, fact check them. Make sure you really are doing your research this month when it comes to love, and trying to solve those mysteries a little bit for yourself here. The challenge that you're going to be facing when it comes to love, we have the cross. The challenge is love as a responsibility, love as a burden, feeling as though you're responsible to love somebody. But is it really love? Is it really a spiritual connection? Is it really destiny? Or do I just feel like it's my responsibility to act as though it is my destiny to take this person on? It does feel like the challenge is that there's a lot more responsibility involved in this love connection than you may be prepared for. It's more of a burden than you want to admit to yourself, that it's actually a bit of a burden on you this month. Um, and maybe that's because of some of the unknown factors. That's maybe why you're needing to do your research, because and fact check this person a little bit here this month, because there does seem to be a bit more responsibility and burdens associated with this connection than you initially are aware of. The advice, we have the Mountain. The advice is to put the work in. Put the work in to educate yourself, to do the fact checking. Put the work in. Persevere with, that with the Mountain energy, it's like keep moving forward. Just keep on taking one step at a time. And even if you slip and fall back a few steps, get back up, keep on going. Get back up, keep on going. The challenge is that it is going to feel like a burden this month. It is going to be a bit of responsibility this month, but your advice is to just keep on persevering, keep on going. One step in front of the other. Clarify the advice for love for Aquarius in July, please. Very interesting. The song that's playing in the background right now just drew my attention when I saw the clarifying cards here. It's the X's and O's song. Okay? And that is partly what you're needing to educate yourself about when it comes to people you're meeting this month. Okay? And that's what you're putting in the work to do this month. Your advice is the book. Okay, so your advice is the book, to do your research. You can see somebody here, this little bunny here with the magnifying glass, reading, learning as much as they possibly can about this person. Do the work. Put the work in to learn as much as you can, not just about this person, but about the past history. Their past is important. We have the mice here. Their past is very important for you to learn about. Okay? Do the work, do the research on this person, because the mice talks about the past, it talks about the losses, it talks about their ex. Their ex is coming through as important knowledge for you to gain knowledge about that. Okay, so it kind of tells me that this person may actually still be meeting with their ex. We have the Garden there as well. So there's a dual message with that Garden as your advice. It's like, learn as much as you can about this person's past, about their exes, or a specific ex. I do feel like it's a specific ex that for some of you, they are maybe still meeting or still hoping to meet that ex. For others of you, this is that it's actually better for you to meet somebody else. That this is the dating card to take that there's, so they're either still dating their ex, or maybe it's a better option for you to, if you do your research. I am kind of getting though that for some of you here, that you actually need to meet this person face to face to talk about the ex, so that you can get the knowledge that you seek here, so that the mystery can be solved, so that the unknown factors, you need to learn more about the ex for some reason. Why is that telling me the ex? We have the Sun coming out when I asked that question. So there's something that needs to be revealed that will... So does that lead Aquarius to continue interest in this same person? Because it does feel like there is a love interest here for you that we're talking about. Where does this lead Aquarius with this person? It does lead to good news for you, I suppose, here with the rider. But it can also be getting back up on that horse and trying again. I am getting dual messages there. For some of you, it's better for you to meet somebody else altogether and start dating somebody different. To be completely honest, because there's some issues with the ex, with this particular person, and when that comes out into the light, it's kind of like, okay, we'll get back on that horse and keep on going. But it is going to come out into the light with that sun coming through. You are going to, you're going to, as soon as you learn more, research, do your fact checking, it's going to come out one way or another, and you're going to know if I'm going off into the sunset with this person or if I need to go and meet somebody else. For some of you, you do need to go on a date with this person to like a face-to-face date with this person to really get to the bottom of this. I feel for some of you there, but and others of you, you are going to continue to see this person. It's about getting it out into the open. It seems to, once you've got that knowledge and you know why this is coming through, and bring it out into the open, and it's all out then, and then we can make our decisions. Yeah. So it just feels like there's just something that needs to come out, in order for you to decide whether this is too much responsibility for you to take on, too much of a burden for you to take on, or not. All right. Or to continue to take on. All right, challenged by your own destiny. Not going to lie, Aquarius. All right, but this is what we've got for you. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.